Back in the 1960s, which kind of dates me, I was in seminary in Southern California at the School of Theology at Claremont. The dean of the seminary was a part of my church. I had his children in my youth group. And there are also many elderly people in that church, oftentimes coming to me with great encouragement. I mean, for crying out loud, I was 23 years of age, and they thought I might have some promise on out there, but they knew I had a lot of rough edges that needed some help. And so there was a woman by the name of Willie Mae Woods who particularly bugged me. Yes, I was young, inexperienced, and all that kind of stuff, but she came to me. She was always carrying this 40-pound Bible to church. She kind of had some residual fundamentalism, and I was in a seminary that was anything but fundamentalist. And she would come and oftentimes correct me on this and that and the other thing and be very critical of me. Well, you know, that's the time that I kind of knew everything, and so I'm very sensitive to that. And it was kind of ticking me off, okay? So along the way, she just kept with all of these kind of criticisms and all that kind of stuff. Came down to my last year in seminary, and I went into the dean's office and started complaining to him. I said, you go to the church that I serve, and Willie Mae Woods is always grabbing me after worship, and she is criticizing what I do and getting after me. And frankly, I'm just really bugged by that lady. She's driving me nuts. And as a matter of fact, Don, I think she's crazy. All of a sudden, this dean started laughing hysterically. I said, what's so funny? He said, well, that crazy lady, Willie Mae Woods, just came in this last week and paid the entire bill on your tuition for your last seminary semester. I felt not this high, a little lower than that. Felt like a total idiot. Of course, I called on her and thanked her. And it was at that time I discovered what had been going on all along. She said, I was never married, and I always wanted a boy just like you. And suddenly, I realized that here was a motherless woman who wanted to have a son as she didn't have, to instruct and to correct and get on the right path. And I became that son she did not have. From that time on in my life, I've been very much aware of those who come and are seeking to give good and loving advice that sounds so critical to someone who is so anxious to be perfect in all that they do. So I'm sitting here today letting you know I can never thank God enough for that irritating lady who simply wanted to be kind of another mother to me, paid my way through school, and was there on the day I was ordained and gave me a big hug. May God bless us as we go through all of the stories of our life and see those places where God props up in some of the least expected places. Amen.